John here. It's Hybrid Picking Friday. So today we're going to go through a lick as usual, but we're also going to cover a really effective way of getting that finger independence in your right hand. I'm going to begin with the lick, so here we go. Alright, so here's the slow version. We start on the 5th fret of the low E string. Right, so this lick is based on the A Mixolydian scale, and A Mixolydian is just a major scale with a flat 7. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we flat this note. So you get this sort of bluesy sound, even though it's not properly bluesy, but it's in that vein because it outlines the dominant 7th chord. The thing that might stick out here in the beginning is that I'm using my pinky. I only use it for the initial thing though. So I'm using the pinky to grab the G string here. So, and the trick to that, besides, you know, practicing it, obviously, is to not dig in too much with the pinky. And I've noticed I did that a lot when I started doing this and really snapped that string. So just pull back and try to keep the dynamics very even and quite low when you practice, and I think that will help a lot. So we start here, we play an A major add 9 arpeggio, starting on the 5th fret, going up 5, 7, 9, 6, slide up to 7. So, right hand, down, M, A, C, slide. And then from here, I'm basically using only the M finger for the hybrid pick notes and downstrokes mostly. Until the end, but we'll get there. So starting from this point, we're going to go through the slides, and these can be a bit confusing at first, but if you just follow along, I think you'll get it. So basically, we're coming from the C finger here, and if you're really uncomfortable with this, you can also just alternate pick it because it's quite a slow tempo, or just sweep it. So that's up to you. But anyways, we'll go 6, 7, and then 10 on the B string, back to 9 on the G string, and slide up. So and then back to 9 again with the index finger, and then we go, so that would be 9, 12, slide up to 14, and then we have 10, 12, 14, slide, pull off. So from the beginning of the slide section. And after this pull off, I basically just alternate pick. So and alternate picking starts here on the B string. I start with an upstroke. Obviously it's up to you what sound you want, so if you want to do all pull-offs on a slide, you can do that, or do what I do, or mix it up even more. So that doesn't really matter, but the way that I did it was with alternate picking from the B string, starting with an upstroke. So once more from the beginning, slowly. If you want tabs for this one and all the previous lessons, as well as all the upcoming lessons and some bonuses, you can go to my Teachable site, you have the link below, and sign up for my YouTube lesson series. Or if you'd rather go to Patreon, you can do that, link below as well. Only difference is that besides getting access to everything from my YouTube lesson thing, you also get access to my huge lesson library on Patreon. Right, so here's a really good way of developing your right hand for the hybrid picking. So what we're going to do here is basically going to isolate each of the 3 hybrid picking fingers. So the way that I like to do it is to basically just place my hand like this. So on the lowest 4 strings first, and simply play a chromatic scale on each string. So I'm going to play the A string now, starting with the 2nd finger, so the M finger. And I'm going to keep everything that I'm not using to play is going to be placed on the string. I'm gonna really focus on relaxing my right hand when I do this. You also want to use this planting technique, but we're gonna immediately after striking the string, we're gonna go back on the same string. So we're gonna cut the notes pretty short. And again, the left-hand pattern here doesn't really matter, but I like to keep it simple, so I just go all the way up and all the way back. So let's try it. Plant all the fingers, so everything should be planted now. And now we're gonna use the M finger to play this sequence. So we're gonna go so the goal there is to get really even notes sound-wise, even though you're cutting them short, and you want to listen for consistency in your tone as well. So that's really important. Then I go all the way up, all the way back on this A string here. And then I do the same thing with the A finger. And finally I do it again with the C finger, which is the right hand notation for the pinky. So that's obviously a bit trickier for most people, so just do it slower if you need to. So the tempo doesn't matter here. What matters is that you get the accuracy and the tone. Okay, so. And so on. You do it all the way up, all the way back. Then you do it again, starting on the inside 4 strings. So I would do the D string now with the second finger, or the M finger. Same thing with the A finger. And same thing with the C. And then finally, you guessed it, everything again, but on the top 4 strings. I don't care about doing this that much with the right hand, meaning I don't really do this with the downstrokes or down and up strokes in this case, but if you find that you have a real big problem picking or controlling your picking while you do the hybrid picking, then it might be a good idea to try it for a while, just to get that feel correct. This is a pretty short routine, doesn't take that long, and you can do as much or as little as you want, but I found that this really helps in getting my fingers in shape and getting a bit more I really feel that this routine helps developing the independence in the right hand, which is really important, obviously, but it's a very effective way of doing it. Again, it doesn't sound very good, it might not be the most fun, but I think this will shave the time off that you need to learn certain things by quite a lot, so I think it's worth doing this stuff anyway. And for it to work, you need to do it consistently over time, as always. So there's no 6-minute abs here. If you enjoyed this lesson, you can go and sign up for my newsletter, where I share exclusive lessons that you won't see anywhere else, not even here on my YouTube. And you'll also get access to 17 different lessons right away, covering alternate picking, hybrid picking, sweep picking, and legato, as well as a full solo, all in tabs and downloadable Guitar Pro. Alright, that's all for now. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, please like and subscribe, the usual YouTube stuff. But also, I would really appreciate it if you could write whatever your biggest issues are when it comes to the guitar stuff right now, so I know what to focus on in future videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.